At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. This take it in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go. And I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control. And that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there. Turned the ball over. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big moving football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? Touchdown! Trey McKinney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's swung out wide to Harris. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers at 9-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and picked up by the Chargers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And start this drive in the air. 6 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well, sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 8 coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
95 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris.
And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does, to the tune of a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
On a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15 and spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Harris.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers have moved out in front.
This time the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Devin Duvernay
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack The outside linebacker coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is caught. It's Davis. Room here to run. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Herbert now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Eckler now between the tackles. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Herbert. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and 2. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris will go for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up, but I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
They'll try and sneak it here, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. right side, Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This will be caught by Brown.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Again, Herbert. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Eckler again.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Runs over it, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
166 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, sometimes